Final Coaching Let Reviewer 2023 50 Items Professional Education, which is a teaching approach for kindergarten that makes the real-world experiences of the child the focal point of educational stimulation. A. Montessori approach. B. Traditional approach. C. Eclectic approach. D. Situational approach. Answer. Letter A. Montessori approach. Number 2. What do you call the phobia in ugliness or ugly? Letter A. Venustraphobia. Letter B. Kleptophobia. Letter C. Cacophobia. Letter D. Plutophobia. Answer. Letter C. Cacophobia. Number 3. The use of mnemonic helps a pupils blank information. Letter A. Analyze. Letter B. Understand. Letter C. Apply. Letter D. Remember. Answer. Letter D. Remember. Number 4. Which program was adopted to provide universal access to basic education to eradicate illiteracy? Letter A. Paaralan sa bawat barangay. Letter B. Education for all. Letter C. Values Education Framework. Letter D. Science and Education Development Plan. Answer. Letter B. Education for all. Number 5. Teacher Z instructs her class to refer to the dictionary in correcting their spelled words. Which particle is exemplified? Letter A. Curriculum indigenization. Letter B. Computer-assisted instruction. Letter C. Multi-level instruction. Letter D. Self-evaluation. Answer. Letter D. Self-evaluation. Number 6. In research, which is the dependent variable? Letter A. Stimulus. Letter B. Input. Letter C. Attribute. Letter D. Predictor. Answer. Letter B. Input. Number 7. To determine students' entry knowledge and skills, the test should be given. Letter A. Aptitude. Letter B. Standardize. Letter C. Diagnostic. Letter D. Placement. Answer. Letter C. Diagnostic. Number 8. Teacher D begins her lesson with concrete life experiences and then leads her students to abstraction. Which method does she employ? Letter A. Inductive. Letter B. Deductive. Letter C. Transductive. Answer. Letter A. Inductive. Number 9. What is the possible effect of an overcrowded curriculum? Letter A. In-depth learning tends to be given greater emphasis. Letter B. Lifelong learning skills tend to be fully developed. Letter C. There is lack of personal analysis and reflection on major concepts. Answer. Letter C. There is lack of personal analysis and reflection on major concepts. Number 10. The pen name of Samuel Clemens is blank. Letter A. George Eliot. Letter B. Robert Browning. Letter C. Edgar Allan Poe. Letter D. Mark Twain. Answer. Letter D. Mark Twain. Number 11. Which teaching method is intended primarily for skill and concept mastery by way of practice? Letter A. Project. Letter B. Supervised study. Letter C. Drill. Letter D. Review. Answer. Letter C. Drill. Number 12. What psychological principle is invoked when a teacher connects the new lesson to the one just completed so that the student may gain a holistic view of the subject? Letter A. Conceptualization. Letter B. Recognition. Letter C. Stimulation. Letter D. Apperception. Answer. Letter D. Apperception. Number 13. It is the largest organ in the body. Letter A. Lungs. Letter B. Kidney. Letter C. Intestine. Letter D. Skin. Answer. Letter D. Skin. Number 14. Which developmental stage is sometimes called the preschool years? Letter A. Middle childhood. Letter B. Adolescence. Letter C. Early childhood. Letter D. Late infancy. Answer. Letter C. Early childhood. Number 15. In which cognitive development stage is a child unable to distinguish between his own perspective and someone else? Letter A. Pre-operational stage. Letter B. Concrete operational stage. Letter C. Sensorimotor stage. Answer. Letter A. Pre-operational stage. Number 16. If you want a child to eliminate undesirable behavior, punish him. This is accordance with Thorndike's law of blank. Letter A. Multiple responses. Letter B. Reinforcement. Letter C. Exercise. Letter D. Effect. Answer. Letter B. Reinforcement. Number 17. Zebra, horse, and donkey have similar characteristics because they belong to the same blank. Letter A. Taxonomy. Letter B. Species. Letter C. Rank. Letter D. Genus. Answer. Letter D. Genus. Number 18. Jose reads was for so or D for P or B. From his reading behavior, one can say that Jose suffers from blank. Letter A. Dysgraphia. Letter B. Dyslexia. Letter C. Dysphasia. Letter D. Dyspraxia. Answer. Letter B. Dyslexia. Number 19. The index of difficulty of a particular test is 10. What does this mean? My students blank. Letter A. Found the test item was neither easy nor difficult. Letter B. Performed very well against expectation. Letter C. Were hard up in that item. Letter D. Gained mastery over that item. Answer. Letter C. Were hard up in that item. Number 20. To the rationalist, which is the highest faculty of a man? Letter A. Senses. Letter B. Reason. Letter C. Emotion. Letter D. Will. Answer. Letter B. Reason. Number 21. Which one describe the percentile rank of a given score? Letter A. The percent of cases of a distribution within the given score. Letter B. the percent of cases of a distribution below and above a given score. Letter C, the percent of cases of a distribution below the given score. Answer. Letter C, the percent of cases of a distribution below the given score. Number 22. If a teacher gets the difference between the highest and the lowest score, he obtains the blank. Letter A, range. Letter B, standard deviation. Letter C, level of difficulty. Letter D, median. Answer. Letter A, range. Number 23. The mode of a score distribution is 25. This means that letter A, 25 is the average of the score distribution. Letter B, 25 is the score that occurs least. Letter C, 25 is the score that occurs most. Letter D, there is no score of 25. Answer. Letter C, 25 is the score that occurs most. Number 24. Which holds true to norm reference testing? Letter A, comparing an individual's performance to the average performance of a group. Letter B, determining tasks that reflect instructional objectives. Letter C, constructing test items in terms of instructional objective. Answer. Letter A, comparing an individual's performance to the average performance of a group. Number 25. Which questioning practice promotes more class interaction? Letter A, asking rhetorical questions. Letter B, focusing on convergent actions. Letter C, focusing in divergent questions. Letter D, calling a student to answer before asking the question. Answer. Letter C, focusing in divergent questions. Number 26. Which learning activity is most appropriate if teachers focus in attitudinal change? Letter A, field trip. Letter B, role play. Letter C, game. Letter D, exhibit. Answer. Letter B, role play. Number 27. In what way can teachers uphold the highest possible standards of quality education? Letter A, by working out undeserved promotions. Letter B, wearing expensive clothes to change people's poor perceptions of teachers. Letter C, by continually improving themselves personally and professionally. Answer. Letter C. By continually improving themselves personally and professionally. Number 28. What does a conservative Filipino student experience when she migrates to the United States and witnesses for herself a public display of affection? Letter A. Acculturation. Letter B. Culture shock. Letter C. Colonial mentality. Letter D. Inculturation. Answer. Letter B. Culture shock. Number 29. To have a test with wide coverage, power to test analytical thinking, and ease of scoring, which type should teachers use? Letter A. Completion. Letter B. Short answer. Letter C. Alternate response. Letter D. Multiple choice. Answer. Letter D. Multiple choice. Number 30. Which software allows teachers and students to write, edit, and polish assignments and reports? Letter A. Spreadsheets. Letter B. Word processing. Letter C. Database. Letter D. Graphics. Answer. Letter B. Word processing. Number 31. Who was a strong supporter of inclusive education and education for all concept? Letter A. Dewey. Letter B. Hegel. Letter C. Rousseau. Answer. Letter A. Dewey. Number 32. To occupy a government position, one has to pass an examination on Confucian thought. From whom this influence come? Letter A. Hebrews. Letter B. Chinese. Letter C. Hindus. Letter D. Greeks. Answer. Letter B. Chinese. Number 33. It is an area of philosophy that deals on the nature of knowledge and the best methods of teaching. Letter A. Epistemology. Letter B. Metaphysics. Letter C. Ethics. Letter D. Aesthetics. Answer. Letter A. Epistemology. Number 34. Which is an example of an alienable right? Letter A. Right to possess a house through inheritance. Letter B. Right to life. Letter C. Right to arms. Letter D. Right to marry. Answer. Letter C. Right to arms. Number 35. Which statement of human right is correct? Letter A. Human rights are unlimited. Letter B. Human right is a moral power, not a physical power. Letter C. All human rights are inalienable. Letter D. Human right is might. Answer. Letter C. All human rights are inalienable. Number 36. The strengthening of liberal education, which includes classical literature, in the curriculum is based on the thought of the letter A. Rationalist. Letter B. Hedonist. Letter C. Humanist. Letter D. Stoics. Answer. Letter C. Humanist. Number 37. The first thing to do in constructing a periodic test is for teacher to letter A. Decide on the type of test to conduct. Letter B. Go back to her instructional objective. Letter C. Decide on the number of items for the test. Letter D. Study the content. Answer. Letter B. Go back to her instructional objective. Number 38. Which is not included in item analysis? Letter A. Determining the percentage equivalent of the cut-off score. Letter B. Identifying the highest score. Letter C. Determining the cut-off score. Letter D. Determine the effectiveness of distractors. Answer. Letter D. Determine the effectiveness of distractors. Number 39. For mastery of learning in a certain subject, which type of testing is appropriate? Letter A. Formative testing. Letter B. Criterion. Reference testing. Letter C. Aptitude testing. Letter D. Norm reference testing. Answer. Letter A. Formative testing. Number 40. Which is the final, indispensable component of a lesson plan? Letter A. Assignment. Letter B. References. Letter C. Activity. Letter D. Evaluation. Answer. Letter A. Assignment. Number 41. A test item has a difficulty index of 0.81 and a discrimination index of 0.13. What should the test constructor do? Letter A. Retain the item. Letter B. Make it bonus. Letter C. Revise the item. Letter D. Reject the item. Answer. Letter D. Reject the item. Number 42. Which statement on counseling is false? Letter A. The ultimate goal of counseling is greater happiness on the part of the counselee. Letter B. For counseling to be successful, the counselee is willing to participate in the process. Letter C. The school counselor is primarily responsible for counseling. Letter D. Counseling is the program that includes guidance. Answer. Letter A. The ultimate goal of counseling is greater happiness on the part of the counselee. Number 43. If a teacher is concerned with the development of students' higher order thinking skills, his lesson objectives must go beyond. Letter A. Analysis. Letter B. Recall. Letter C. Comprehension. Letter D. Application. Answer. Letter A. Analysis. Number 44. Which refers to a single word or phrase that tells the computer to do something with a program or file. Letter A. Computer program. Letter B. Command. Letter C. Password. Letter D. Computer language. Answer. Letter B. Command. Number 45. Mothers who demand their 3 to 5 children to spend their time in serious academic study forget that early childhood is the letter A. Questioning age. Letter B. Preschool age. Letter C. Initiative age. Letter D. Toy age. Answer. Letter D. Toy age. Number 46. It is not wise to laugh at a 2-year-old child when he utters bad words because in his stage he is learning to letter A. Consider others' views. Letter D. Distinguish right and wrong. Letter C. Socialize. Letter D. Distinguish sex differences. Answer. Letter B. Distinguish right and wrong. Number 47. Teacher C adds the number of cases and 1 over 2 to obtain. Letter A. Mode. Letter B. Median. Letter C. Median and mode. Letter D. Answer. Letter B. Median. Number 48. Which measures of central tendency can be determined by mere inspection? Letter A. Median. Letter B. Mode. Letter C. Mean. Letter D. Mode and median. Answer. Letter D. Mode and median. Number 49. Which statement correctly applies to a student who got a score of 72 in the test? Letter A. He surpassed the scores of 72 students. Letter B. He correctly answered 72% of items in the test. Letter C. He obtained a raw score of 72. Letter D. He answered only items in the test. Answer. Letter C. He obtained a raw score of 72.